Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. After the end of the Tournament of Power, all the universes were in a great peace. However, a new danger was approaching. That's right, this danger was only for the two most powerful warriors, for Son Goku of Universe 7, who was able to reach the Ultra Instinct, and Jiren, the mortal who overcame the power of his God Destroyer. In Universe 7, everyone was beerus, talking about everything that had happened in the Tournament of Power, and the amazing power that Son Goku possessed. Mr. Beerus, are you afraid of Mr. Goku? You being the most powerful Destroyer God. Of course I'm not afraid of Son Goku, but the capacity with which he advances is incredible. Even us gods who trained for millions of years can't advance with such ease. Don't worry, Mr. Beerus. After all, Mr. Goku has a kind heart, and will never be able to do something that will harm all the universes. But at that very moment, the most powerful beings of the realm of everything had appeared in front of both deities. That's right, both Zeno-sama, Daishenkin, together with her guardians, would stand in front of Whis and Beerus. Daishenkin-sama, Zeno-sama, it's a pleasure to have you in my humble planet. Tell me, what can I do for you? In the words of Whis, they're right. That saying Goku ends with the 12 universes are very unlikely, but... At that moment, Zeno-sama would begin to speak. We must end the lives of Son Goku of Universe 7 and Jiren of Universe 11. They're extremely dangerous subjects and we cannot allow them to remain alive. Beerus and Whis would be very surprised by the words of Zeno-sama. But isn't Goku his best friend? Why does he want to end his friend's life? Do we have two alternatives, or end the life of both subjects or seal them in the room of the fallen kings? It is said that being locked in the room of the fallen kings is much more suffering than death itself. But what is the reason for all this, Zeno-sama? You must not know it, but above us, there are also much more powerful beings that even if all the universes were united, we wouldn't be able to face them. That's right, an extremely powerful god that has observed the whole Tournament of Power and has given the order to finish with both subjects, or seal them in the dimension of the fallen kings. That's impossible, and being's much more powerful than the Zeno-sama. For that same reason, we must finish with both subjects, because if we reveal ourselves to that deity, he'll finish with all of us. At that place, the beings of the King of Everything would leave again to their palace, leaving both deities of the Universe 7 surprised. After only a couple of hours, Daishenkin had requested an emergency meeting with all the gods, who came quickly. When they arrived, they all bowed. Gods, you must be wondering the reason for the emergency meeting. I'll be very quick and precise. The reason is to hunt the mortals, Goku and Jiren. All the gods would be amazed to know that, thanks to them, they were able to return to life. Daishenkin-sama, what's the reason for this great news? A being much more powerful than us has observed both subjects. It seems that both warriors are extremely dangerous for all universes. But Daishenkin-sama, both subjects have fought for their ideals. They are the only thing Goku wants is to become more powerful, and Jiren wants to revive his family. I agree with God Champa. Even though I'm not his guardian angel, my sister Vados has trained him in a great way to know about good and evil. This is not a request. It's an order. Both subjects must be annihilated or we'll all die without being able to do anything. All the gods were silent for a few minutes, however the god Beerus would take a step in front of everyone. I fear the power of my warrior, but I'll not be the one to lead him into a trap or betray him. You, Zeno-sama, can erase me if you wish, but I'll not participate in this. I never thought I would say the same thing, but don't count on me either. I won't betray Jiren. If that's what you both have decided, you'll be eliminated at this very moment. No, Dai. Just leave them on the verge of death. And at this very moment, teleport Goku and Jiren to a planet where they'll be able to defend themselves. Sir, wouldn't it be better to finish them off without them noticing us? Betraying my best friend feels like scum. At least let them defend themselves. Daishenkin would obey the king of everything he had ordered. At that moment of raising one of his arms, Jiren, who was meditating, would appear on a planet as well as Goku, who was training. Both subjects were surprised. Hey, what's happening? I was training. Something bad is about to happen. I could feel it in the air. Daishenkin would appear in front of the two guys. Goku Saiyan from Universe 7 and Jiren from Universe 11. Both of you will be eliminated when you break the rule of exceeding the power of a destroyer god. Goku would be very surprised by what Daishenkin said, but apparently there's such good warriors that even their gods refuse to participate in this hunt. At that moment, Beerus and Vermouth were on the ground very badly wounded and on the verge of death. At that moment that Goku would approach, Daishenkin would have turned them into ashes. Why are you doing this, Daishenkin-sama? Does my friend Zeno-sama know? Of course I know, Goku, but the decision has already been made. Gods, attack! All the remaining gods went to attack since they knew that if they refused, they would be annihilated quickly. Goku at that moment would pass to the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, increase 20 times, while Jiren would increase his power to the maximum. We're not going to die so easily. You must be able to defeat us. I won't let them finish me off without avenging my family first. Both subjects began to exchange blows with the gods. However, it was noticed that Goku was most injured. That's right, Goku was able to overcome the gods when he activated the Ultra Instinct with the Superior Saiyan Blue, but still no match for the gods. Son Goku, concentrate. You're capable of activating that state again, otherwise we'll die on this planet. Meanwhile, on planet Earth, Vegeta would feel the immense power of Goku. This isn't training. Kakarot's power is overflowing. He's about to die. Vegeta would summon Shenron at that moment. As Bulma had the 7 Dragon's Balls, he wasted no time in doing it. Tell me, what is your wish? I wish that you'd teleport me to where Kakarot's fighting. At that moment, Shenron's eyes would shine and Vegeta had disappeared from that place. When Vegeta arrived, he would observe Kakarot being tortured by some of the gods. While Jiren was only able to defend himself, Vegeta would remember the words of his master Whis and the god Beerus. Flashback. Vegeta, you possess a little bit of evil in your heart, but it will be impossible for you to achieve the Ultra Instinct. You will be able to achieve the Ultra Ego. The Ultra Ego is a state beyond a destructive god. You dominate the destructive energy in its totality. And flashback. Vegeta at that moment would enter a state of anger. Beginning to increase all his power, the gods would notice the sane Vegeta. At that moment, 2 of them would go to attack. However, the purple aura would drive them away. That's right, Vegeta was accessing his new transformation. After a great curtain of smoke, you could see the Prince of the Saiyans in his Ultra Ego transformation. This power is incredible. I can't believe it. I feel that I'm able to finish with any subject that's put in front of me. Finish with the life of that Saiyan in the same way. So I was right. It wasn't a training session. They really want to end the life of Kakarot and Jiren's insect. Vegeta at that instant, without wasting time, would launch a powerful attack towards Goku, which the gods would receive most of the damage to be holding it. Goku would fall to the ground badly wounded. Kakarot, it's not your time to take a break. So stand up like an honorable Saiyan that you are. 2 of the gods would go again against Son Goku. However, Goku at that moment was able to dodge both blows. That's right, Goku had accessed the perfect Ultra Instinct with which he began to end the lives of the gods. After approximately 45 minutes of battle, the only god that remained alive was Champa. But to everyone's surprise, Daishenkin would end his life with a lightning bolt. We don't need cowardly gods. We will call new gods, and they'll be more powerful. As they turn out to be a nuisance, they'll be condemned to the dimension of the fallen kings. Daishenkin at that moment would begin to approach the 2 subjects, but without wasting time. The 3 warriors attached and attacked, but in vain since the power Daishenkin surpassed them by dozens of times. Or is it better to end his life? Vegeta, realizing that Daishenkin had already invoked the portal of the dimension, thought quickly. That dimension's similar to the time room, so I'm 100% sure Kakarot's insect and Jiren would get out of that place. All the warriors would continue to give shrapnel of blows to Daishinkan, however they weren't able to give him a scratch. At that moment, Vegeta would communicate telepathically with Jiren. Jiren, go to the dimension that this guy says, because if he kills you, no one will be able to revive you. In that place, you have a better chance of living. Saiyan by the name of Vegeta, are you going to sacrifice yourself? Of course I am, Insect. If Kakarot falls at battlefield, no one will be able to stop these guys. At that moment, Jiren, with the help of his visual power, would create a great light, which would leave Daishinkan without vision for a few seconds. At that moment, Jiren would take Goku with his maximum power, entering that portal. When Daishinkan regained his sight, he'd observe how the Prince of the Saiyans was carrying a bestial power. I'll not die without scratching you. Let's see if you're able to withstand an explosion of all my power. Sorry, Bulma, Trunks, my little daughter. I hope to see you again soon. At that moment, a great explosion would be created in the entire planet where they were. The explosion was so devastating to be with Hawkeye energy that was even able to make Daishinkan bleed. That's right, at that moment, the last scream of the Prince of the Saiyans was able to be heard throughout the universe. The proud warrior who gave his life for his rival and a warrior of the Universe 11 had disappeared. At the moment of finishing the explosion, which would leave no trace of the Saiyan Prince, Daishinkan would appear with a few wounds, but nothing serious. So, both subjects have decided to enter the dimension of the Fallen Kings. That'll be much worse, since they have chosen death. At the moment, Daishinkan and both Xenosamas would return to their palace. Meanwhile, in the dimension, both had arrived to a completely white place, very similar to the Room of Time. But the pressure that this place emanated was extremely incredible, being so much that even for Goku and Jiren it was very difficult to move. Why the hell did you do that, Vegeta? I swear I'll avenge your death. Those bastards will pay for it. Only if you can get out of this place, because the pressure of the powers that we're feeling are extremely terrifying. This is a good place to die, but it's also a perfect place to become warriors of great power. I agree with you, Goku. It's time for the most powerful mortals of the 12 universes to break through the barrier and ascend to the divine world. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.